Hey guys, how you doing? Today is March 14, Friday. Today we will talk about Adobe. This stock let me down, right? We saw it at the early of beginning of this year. We bought it few years before about 350 something, and then we sold it about 450 something. That means we earned a little bit, 100 per share. But actually we hold this stock for a few years already. Yeah, about 3 to 4 years. So actually the return of this stock seriously affected the portfolio's performance, right? So at the early of this year, then I have to make the decision to sell all of the stock. Then we've been hold for 3 or 4 years, right? And yesterday, the performance actually is not bad. The performance is not bad, but the stock still drops. We all know that it's because of the AI, right? The market is looking for the AI, but she doesn't provide anyone after 1 year, right? We know that finally is a smart one, good one, right? A huge one, right? Awesome, but the market is looking for the AI, and a lot of job then from the subscription then Adobe made so far may be taken away by others like Microsoft, Kevin, OpenAI, something like that, right? So actually yesterday, despite the performance not bad, actually it's not bad, then we will come across that in a minute, but the stock dropped it a lot. Of course, we know that the performance of the stock market is not good when Trump returns, right? A lot of tariff, every day is tariff on this one, and then that EU fight back, Canada fight back, China fight back, or Mexico fight back, something like that, right? So a lot of tariff, then all this market is just in a mess, right? I understand, but Adobe also has her own problem, right? So make me disappointed, right? So actually we will come across the performance today quickly, right? Okay, then our Falcon portfolio been down to 109%, right? Still perform a little bit better than the Nasdaq index, right? Just a little bit better, right? We will come to that, right? Okay, for anyone that you have the any problem then or any stock you want me to analyze, then you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. This is our cover. Adobe stock sinks despite performance is okay. We'll come to that soon. Dow Jones yesterday dropped it another 537 points, right? And the Dow Jones index now is very close to 40,000, right? 40,800. And the maximum, the peak for 52 weeks is 45,073. For Nasdaq, dropped it another 345 points, right? And actually from this year, from the first day, for January 1st of 2025, Nasdaq dropped it about 10 to 11 points. 10 to 11 points, right? 10 point something dropped it. Our Falcon 350,000 portfolio dropped at only 7%, a little bit better than her. The reason for that is because some of the stock we sold half to get back the cost already, like the Apple, AMD, and Broadcom. Then we sold half already to get back the cost, right? So actually we perform a little bit better than the Nasdaq index. Okay, we go through some headlines first, right? So I don't know why. Actually, I know that Bresson is from investment bank, right? I don't know why Scott Bresson said that, right? He said that not sure why that is a big deal for the market, because Trump is putting up 200% on the alcohols, right, to EU, right, because EU fight back for the steel and aluminum tariff. Actually, I think that Scott Bessent knew it very well, right, because the market is not sure, right, the market is shaking. We don't know what you will do, right, because Trump is picking up something to fight back, and Canada is picking up something to fight back, right? For actually EU, sorry, EU is picking up something to fight back, and Trump is putting up something to fight back, right? So the market don't know, right? I don't know, because if, like, I'm selling the Tennessee whiskey, right? Californian almonds. What the hell is that, right? Not my issue. Why put up the tariff on the products, right? Because Trump is just picking up some products. That's not related. What's the relationship between steel and aluminum and the whiskey and the almonds? No relationship, right? You just pick it up. And then the enterprises in EU, no one knows what's the next, right? The country just pick up something and then put up the tariff just for revenge, something like that. So I think that Scott Bessent knew this very well, but he only pretended he doesn't know. That's the reason, because he has to speak for Trump. That's the hell reason, right? And also Trump, sitting in the Oval Office, said that I'm not going to ban at all, right? That means then bring it on, something like that. And then EU and Canada, bring it on, right? So a lot of things will be loaded, something like that, right? So the market will keep on shaking. For anyone, if anyone tells you that, okay, the futures bounce back, go to hell, right? Because there's no use. When the market bounce back, Trump put something on, and then the market immediately sinks. So even the market bounce 200 points and 300 points, when the market opens, the news come, and then the market turns sink, right? Pump, something like that. So that is totally no use, right? If they fight like that, then there's no hope for the market. You can take a look on the Canada stock market, nearly the same. Also drops, right? EU also drops, something like that. So I just stated very clear. What the hell is to do with the alcohol and the almonds? Nothing. They did nothing wrong, right? But the countries, no choice. They pick up something to fight back. That's it. Trump pick up something to fight back, and then tonight, maybe EU pick up something and other things to fight back, right? Totally not relevant to the things. That's what it is. So the market is very scared, shaking. I don't know what is the next one. Will it be me, right? So the market drops. But at the other side, Chinese stock up 2.4% in Hong Kong, right? That's what it is. Actually, the fight by Trump in the tariff, I think he jabs the pace of the AI. And then China is rushing up already. You see that Alibaba launched new version of AI Assistant 2, right? So I think Trump now is jabbing the legs of US on the AI. He's not helping, right? Yes, he's helping China. Putin, right? It equals to that he spoke nothing, right? Because he said that I basically agree to ceasefire, but open to a deal in principle, that means nothing, right? If you ask me, if I were Putin, yeah, okay, I want to ceasefire, but you have to listen to me, right? You have to follow all my conditions, right? Then I'll ceasefire. That means he speaks nothing, right? We'll see then, right? Okay, then we quickly come to Adobe. Very disappointed for Adobe in past 1 year. See that? Past 1 year, that stock dropped at 33.76% with no dividend, right? No dividend, right? And then for the past 5 years, only up 12%, right? This is totally disappointed. Actually, the earnings per share and the revenue both beat the consensus, both big, right? Just announced that the new financial result is March 12th only, right? Just 1 day before. For the revenue and for the non-GAAP earnings per share, both beat the consensus, right? But for the next quarter guidance, see that the non-GAAP earnings per share is a little bit negative, right? That means the earning may be fall behind of the consensus, right? Maybe, we don't know. And this quarter report is up to March 12th, 2025, right? Where we update. See that for the revenue, 5.7 billion US dollar compared to 1 year before 5.1 only, right? So increased at about 10%. But for the net income, then we need to go to the non-GAAP because this is 1.8 billion US dollar. But 1 year before, it's only 0.62 billion US dollar. Cannot be so big, right? So we quickly go to the non-GAAP. Right? That is more reasonable. For the non-GAAP diluted net income per share, 1 year before 4.81, this year 5.08. That means increased about 3 or 4%. Let me calculate. Increased by 5.6%, right? Not very bad, not very good. On the balance sheet, I think that's okay, right? Current asset, 10.8 billion US dollar, and current liability, 9.1 only, enough to cover. And for the debt, 6.1 billion US dollar, that's okay, right? That's okay to me. And for the net cash provided by the operating activity, 2.4 billion US dollar, compared with 1.1, that's okay. So for Adobe, you can see that quickly after that, right? See the date, dropped it by 13.85%. Dropped it by $60, right? $60 to 377, right? That is a big drop. It's because the net income only increased by 5.6%, right? See that? The PE now is still 21. So if you only increase by 5%, then that PE is still high, right? She disappoints me because we have waited for more than 1 year and then still no news for the AI, right? Finally is fine, finally is good, right? That's huge. But the market is looking for the AI, right? If you do not have AI, some company does, right? And they will replace you. Like if you subscribe to Microsoft, some of the drawing can be done by them. The only thing is you pay the money, right? For a good one. If no charge, then maybe not very good, right? And then there's the OpenAI, you have to pay the money. And also in China, there is the DeepSeek, right? Then there also free of charge version. So a lot of the orders can be done by free of charge AI, right? Even in China, right? So the market is thinking, if you do not have that, someone does, then the orders will become less and less, right? That is a total different world already. Unless Adobe keep a good one on the AI, the market will still be negative on Adobe, right? So at the early of this year, we sold this stock already. I don't want to, but I can't wait anymore because we waited for 2 or 3 years already, right? When we bought in is 300 something, then we sold it at 400 something, right? We earned about $100 per share, right? But actually, the highest one is more than 600 of this stock, right? So that is the lesson for us, right? So we never know. If she can have the AI, then the stock price will totally different, right? We hope that will come very soon, right? But seems we still have to be patient, or it will never come. We don't know, right? Thanks guys for watching, and then like, comment, share, and subscribe are welcome. So thank you for everyone, and hope everyone have a very nice weekend. See you guys on next Friday. Bye bye.